Yeah, I'm sorry. This is the third and final installment. Well, not installment, but final take. It's had a pause and stop because there's some sort of particle that got caught in my mouth. And it was pretty disgusting. But I didn't want to take myself doing that. I don't want the world to see that I'm this disgusting person. I probably got a cavity, but I think plaque has to be in your mouth for some time before forming into a cavity. But I don't want to discuss that really. I've come to discuss this stuff that has been on my mind for some time, and I like to get it out in the open. I have to remind myself to look up when Carrot Fest will be on here in Calgary, because I like to go to that sometime. I didn't go last year, and I didn't go the year before last year, so I gotta remind myself to do that. I also have to remind myself to go find out when Africa Day is and Expo Latino is, so I can book those days off and go. Originally, maybe I wear my Columbia shirt. Well, anyways, now that I got that off my chest, I'm going to talk about this this fighter. It's been on my mind for some time, and thought I'd get it out of the way and off my chest. It has to do with what had to do with Felix Trinidad, Felix Tito Trinidad. I was wondering about him because I was wondering what happened to him, if he's still fighting and he's retired. I would have to say he's retired because I think that one fight with Bernard Hopkins really took a lot out of him. And he fought Ricardo Mayorga, and he probably beat him too. He beat a lot of good fighters, but especially in the welterweight division. And he tried to move up to middleweight to challenge Bernard Hopkins, but apparently he ran into some trouble. He got knocked out in the last round, and it was not a real knockout, it was a technical knockout. Well, Bernard Hopkins is a pretty good fighter, but this is video is not about Bernard Hopkins, it's about Felix Trinidad. Now, I just read what happened to him on ESPN.com, and it occurred, and it's been told that he apparently ran into some financial problems due to some bad decisions regarding his investments, and he was trying to get some sort of money back from his financial advisor or his investor. Apparently, I don't know, he and his father, Felix Trinidad Sr., was trying to get some money back from him, but apparently it was a no-go. So, yeah, it was kind of, I don't know what happened, and I don't know whether he got his money back, but this video, my point is that on this video is that a lot of these athletes, they just make bad decisions regarding their money. And I would have to say that they should take care of their money and look for people who they can trust and who can really look after their financial affairs. And Felix Trinidad is a prime example of somebody going broke when their fighting plans or fighting career is over. And Felix Tito Trinidad is not the only fighter. I can think of a lot of fighters like Thomas Hitman Hearns. He filed for bankruptcy and he went broke as well. A lot of bad investments, or it could be due to the fact that a lot of these boxers spend a whole lot of money that they don't have. Like Evander Holyfield, he ran into financial problems regarding his going into debt, and of course, he has to make up his he has to make a lot of child support payments, which does not help with his bottom line. And he tried to sell his houses. Man, this is Evander Holyfield, man. He just can't keep out of trouble. He just can't keep his mind off the pussy. I just cannot believe he can't keep his mind off the pussy and some women. I mean, that guy was like doing women like this no tomorrow, and he went bankrupt for that, all for all for, from paying all this child support. That's pretty stupid to me, if you ask me. But Felix Trinidad, he laid his money into the wrong hands. I mean, sometimes you just can't trust. Sometimes you just can't put all your trust into financial advisors and accountants and lawyers, of course, because they're there to not look after their best interests. They're there to screw the athletes, pro athletes. And Felix Trinidad is one pro athlete that got screwed. So that serves as a lesson to him. And I feel sad for him at the same time because he could have retired a very wealthy man and used his wealth to help help his people in Puerto Rico. But apparently he went broke and because he got bad financial advice. And I have to say this serves as a lesson to him and to all these other former pro boxers who basically just depend on financial advisors to keep their money intact. Just for all the pro athletes, former pro athletes who end up broke. This case is pretty sad. But it is what it is. Adios.